You're standing in the middle of Shibuya, neon lights bleeding pink and blue into the night. Thousands of people flooding around you like a living river. You reach into your pocket and pull out one single dollar bill. Crisp, green, familiar. You hand it to a vendor for a hot can of coffee. He smiles, slides back a stack of colorful notes, and a shiny coin on top. 153 yen. And right there, in that tiny moment, something shifts in your chest. You feel richer, like you just got away with something, like $1 somehow multiplied. But here's the quiet truth nobody says out loud. That 153 yen is exactly $1. Nothing more, nothing less. So why does your brain light up like you just won something? Why does $1 feel so much stronger than 100 yen? Even when the math says they're nearly the same. This isn't jet lag. This isn't tourist brain. This is one of the deepest wiring mistakes your mind makes with money every single day, even when you're sitting at home, nowhere near Japan. And once I show you how it works, you'll never look at a price tag the same way again. Let me tell you about Alex, 32 years old, works remotely from a one-bedroom in Austin. Smart guy, numbers person by day, but money always felt slippery to him. Last summer, he finally did the trip he dreamed about since college. 2 weeks in Japan. First morning in Tokyo, he walks into a 7-Eleven and exchanges $300 at the counter. The clerk hands him back a thick envelope, 45,000 yen. Alex told me later he actually laughed out loud on the sidewalk. 45,000 of anything sounds insane. Felt like he'd robbed a bank. That same afternoon, he's walking through Akihabara and he spots a limited edition figure he'd wanted for years. Price tag, 18,800 yen. His brain does the math in half a second. That's basically $18. What a steal. He buys it. Then another one. Then street food. Then a taxi because it's only 2,300 yen. Then a jacket. Then shoes, then just one more thing. By the time he lands back in Austin, opens his credit card app, his stomach drops. He'd spent an extra $680 he never planned to spend. Not because Japan is expensive, because his brain had been quietly lying to him the entire trip. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't some rare travel mistake. Psychologists have documented this for over 100 years. Irving Fisher named it back in the 1920s. Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky proved just how brutally it works. It's called the money illusion. And your brain, the same one that survived predators, famine, and thousands of years of survival, never evolved to understand abstract currencies. It only understands one thing: the raw number it sees in front of it. So when you look at 100 yen, your brain anchors hard on 100. Big number, feels substantial, feels like something real. But when you look at $1, it's just one, the smallest possible unit of money you've known your entire life. $1 buys a coffee. $1 is the baseline of everything you understand. Now, swap them. $1 suddenly becomes 150 separate pieces of paper and metal. Your brain registers quantity, multiplication, gain, same real value, completely different emotional hit. And here's the craziest part. You already know the math. You can convert it in 2 seconds on your phone. But the feeling wins every time, because feelings are faster than facts. But this isn't just about traveling, and this is where most people get it completely wrong. They think the money illusion is a tourist trap, something that only happens abroad. No, it's happening to you right now, back home, every day. Think about this. You hesitate to break a $100 bill, but you'll happily spend 10 $10 bills without blinking. Same amount, completely different emotional resistance. You feel amazing about a 4% salary raise until you remember inflation quietly ate most of it. You see something priced at $29.99 on Amazon and you pause, but the same item listed in British pounds, $23, add to cart. No hesitation. The numbers are tricking you silently, constantly. And the reason goes even deeper than just math. Neuroscientists have actually scanned what happens inside your brain when you look at money. fMRI studies show it lights up the ventral striatum, your brain's reward center. Your home currency, dollars in Alex's case, triggers dopamine responses like a win. It's tied to your first paycheck, your childhood allowance, that emergency cab ride you once needed. Dollars carry emotional history. Foreign currency, your brain treats it like props on a movie set, like Monopoly money, like points in an app. Less real, less painful, more spendable. And here's why that matters. Pain is what protects your money. Financial pain is a signal, a warning. It says, stop, think, is this worth it? When the pain disappears, so does your control. Alex got back to Austin, shaken. He started reading, digging. Kahneman's thinking fast and slow hit him differently now. He realized his brain has two operating systems. System 1, fast, emotional, automatic. System 2, slow, logical, deliberate. When he was in Tokyo, System 1 was running the show. The yen felt light, forgettable, like chips at a casino. System 2, the part that knows better, never even got a chance. So Alex made one change, just one. Every time he looked at a price, anywhere, he forced himself to convert it, slowly, deliberately, annoyingly. 4,500 yen, that's $30. 20,000 won, that's $15. 80 euro, that's almost $90. The first month was exhausting. His brain fought him hard. It wanted the illusion back. It wanted to feel powerful and clever again. But something shifted. Spending started hurting again. And because it hurt, he stopped. Awareness built resistance. Resistance built control. Now zoom out for a second. Because this one psychological glitch doesn't just affect your travel budget. It shapes decisions at every level of life. Career moves, investment choices, gift giving, even how you feel about your own worth. Studies from MIT and the University of Chicago confirm Americans undervalue foreign currency by 20 to 30% in real spending experiments. Visa data shows tourists overspend by 15% on average abroad, not because they're careless, because their brain is using ancient hardware in a modern financial world it was never designed for. Your brain evolved for tribal life, where one currency, one community, one simple system made trust easy. But now, you're navigating dollars, yen, euros, crypto, digital wallets, and subscription fees and microtransactions all at once. And your brain is glitching quietly, constantly, and it's costing you. So here's the real question. How many of your financial decisions are actually decisions? How much have you spent, not because you chose to, but because the number didn't feel dangerous enough to stop you? Subscriptions, apps, just $4.99, only $9.99, one more charge, until one day you open your bank app and think, how did I get here? Not because you're irresponsible, because you're human, and your brain would rather feel rich for 3 seconds than stay accurate for a lifetime. Alex told me something that stayed with me. He said, the yen felt like game tokens. Dollars felt like my skin. And that sentence is the whole lesson. The moment you start treating any form of money like it's not real, that's the moment it starts disappearing. What if your next big financial mistake is already being set up by a $1 ghost, a number that feels small, harmless, forgettable, but adds up to something you'll regret? Your brain isn't broken. It's just running on old software. And now that you see it, you can't unsee it. Next time you're looking at a price, ask yourself one question. Am I reacting to the value or just to the number? Because that difference quietly shapes your entire financial life. This is Psych Uncovered, and I'll see you in the next one.